Well, hazy sunshine sticking around. We have about 24 more hours of that, and we're going to see those blue skies return. How is that going to happen? We got a cold front going through. 13 weather ball is also blue, cooler Wednesday in view, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Still can see all that haze in the air, but at least it is sunny and it's dry and it's warm across West Michigan. We like that this time of year. Temperatures have warmed up to 80 plus in many locations, just a tad cooler along the lake shore. 82 the warm spot right now down in Kalamazoo. Temperatures running about 3 to 5 degrees, and in fact 8 degrees warmer than we were yesterday at this time. Still a lot of smoky haze in the air. You can see that across the region, all coming from those Alberta wildfires. Most of the heavier smoke is up here in southern Canada, but a lot of that's been drifting down over the region over the past several days. And we're going to see that cold front coming in from the northeast. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. The haze will start to diminish first to the north and then eventually by tomorrow evening here in the greater Grand Rapids area. And it'll be nice for the next several days until we get into Saturday. Some of that smoke will curve back around, so we have hazy conditions again on Saturday and on Sunday, but I think it'll clear out for the rest of much of next week, all the way through the end of May. So we'll be back to those blue skies once again. Temperature-wise, we're going to drop from the 80-degree range down to the mid-60s here tomorrow. Downwind of the Great Lakes over in eastern lower Michigan off of Lake Huron with a northeast wind. Downwind of Lake Superior, and over here in Wisconsin, temperatures are going to drop into the upper 50s. So we'll take our mid-60s. We'll stay with that on Thursday, maybe up to around 68 or so, and then we'll get into the mid-70s starting. Our long holiday weekend, by the time it's done, will be 80 plus in most areas. Our long range outlook, we're looking at warmer temperatures to continue from May 29 through June 2nd. Average highs are in the mid-70s, will be a lot warmer than that, and we'll continue with our dry weather. In fact, I don't see any rain through at least June 5th here in West Michigan. But the good news is we're not going to see any high humidity, and we will not have any fire risk issues for the next 10 days. Tonight, still some haze in the air under clear skies, and waves out on Lake Michigan still fairly flat. They'll start to build to 1 foot up to the northern part of the lake as the winds start to pick up in the afternoon. Again, hazy tonight, around 50 north, mid-50s from Holland to Muskegon southward, around 50 US 10, low 50s elsewhere. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll stop around 53 to 56. 13 on your side forecast. Again, no rain in the forecast for the next 10 days on our 10-day forecast. The haze returns for Saturday and Sunday. Memorial Day, 84, and we will see mid and upper 80s after that all the way through the end of May. And May is going to end up being one of our drier months on record here in Grand Rapids. Main thing is just an enjoyable holiday weekend.
Yeah, we've earned it.
We have.
Thank you, George.
Love these warm and hazy late spring days here in West Michigan. We're going to lose some of the haze, but we're also going to cool off for the next 2. 13 weather ball is blue, cooler 60s in view for the next Wednesday and Thursday, next couple of days. This view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Here's a good-looking dog, Roxy. Yeah, you're looking for that sunshine and cooler temperatures, aren't you? I'm going to give you a green paw this evening as temperatures fall out of the 80s into the 70s, eventually 60s. In the morning, you should have a great walk. Robert taking you out there with temperatures in the 50s to around 60. Despite the haze, we're still going to generate a lot of green electricity from the sun. 7.9 out of a 10-point scale, almost 200% home energy savings from just the sun alone. 2.3 million homes could be powered by the wind energy alone. 6.7 as it will be a little bit of breezy where the wind energy farms are located to create that green energy. Still have a lot of haze in the air, however. That is going to thin out as we get through the afternoon tomorrow. Again, coming from those wildfires up in Alberta province. You can see the cold front coming through where the haze is. You can see right in through here. Let's call this a backdoor cold front coming from a different direction. It'll still be hazy for most of the day, especially from Grand Rapids southward, but then we've got nice sunshine for Friday, Saturday, before a little bit of that haze comes back in for Saturday and Sunday. For the most part, it won't be as thick, but you'll still notice it. It won't be quite the bright blue skies that we'll see here during the day on Thursday. With that cold front coming through, it is going to remain dry, but it definitely will cool off with temperatures back down into the 60s. You can see that downwind of Lakes Huron, Lake Superior, and over here in eastern Wisconsin, temperatures for highs will be in the 50s. At least we'll be in the 60s on our side of the state. Not much difference here on Thursday with that east-northeast wind continuing. But as winds turn around to the south on Friday and over the weekend, we'll climb back into the 70s, and we're going upwards all the way through the holiday weekend. We'll continue with our warm temperatures from the end of May through the first 6 days of June, with high chances for warmer temperatures and continued dry during that same 7-day period. Now, it's been cold out on Lake Michigan. Water temperatures in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. That is not going to improve before the weekend. Haze tonight, temperatures around 50 from Hart and Ludington north, mid-50s from Muskegon, Holland southward. North, you'll be around 50 along US 10, low 50s elsewhere. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll see light west winds overnight with hazy skies, temperatures in the mid-50s. 13 on your side forecast. What is absent on the 10-day forecast is humidity. No high humidity and no chances of rain, no fire danger. We'll see that haze Saturday and Sunday. By next week, we'll be in the mid and upper 80s. A nice spring day despite the hazy skies. We'll take that with warm temperatures. Is there any relief to any of that? 13 weather ball at least is blue. A little cooler weather in view, more like jacket weather here next couple of days. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Warm day today, 80 plus in many locations, with the exception of South Haven and up around US 10. Our average high is 72. We made 82, and that came within 1 degree of my forecast high of 81. We've been within 3 degrees 11 days in a row, only 3 misses here in the last 31. Our warm temperatures are starting to bring that deficit of a temperature up a little bit. We're about a half degree cooler than average. I think we'll erase that next several days. This is going to be our second driest May. We're over 2 inches below average for the month of May and about 10% less sunshine than we've been used to. A lot of haze in the air once again, all from the Alberta province fires up here, and that's been drifting down to the south. It looks like the winds are going to shift around to the northeast. You'll be able to see a cold front come on through. This is the leading edge of the cooler and clearer air. This is 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll see our haze move on out during the late afternoon here in Grand Rapids. It will not return until Saturday and Sunday. It'll be a little bit less haze in the air, maybe just a little bit brighter blue skies, but all of this will go away by the holiday on Monday, and I think we'll be free and clear after that. There'll be some cooler temperatures, though, off to our west with some rain, so that'll keep those fires from spreading up to the north. Out on Lake Michigan here tomorrow, we've got winds out of the northeast as that cold front comes on through. They'll get quite brisk. The highest waves will build from 1 to 4 feet up in Oceana and Mason counties. Calm to 2-foot waves by late afternoon from about Muskegon southward. South end of the lake, we'll see those waves build to around 3 feet. So a hazy day here tomorrow, certainly a lot cooler, but you'll have the warmest temperatures here on the Lake Michigan shoreline as the winds will be offshore. Around 70 in Ludington and Hart, 73 Muskegon, also around 70 in Holland and South Haven. A little cooler up north, wind coming off of Lake Huron, 66 along US 10, 65 in Greenville, and 70 here in Fremont from greater Grand Rapids area southward. Coolest temperature at Ionia at 64. Warmest at Kalamazoo at 72. Will be at 66. 13 on your side forecast. Next 10 to 14 days, really no chance of any rain. Still the haze there on Saturday and Sunday. We'll climb into the 70s. Friday through Saturday, and then 80 plus starting Sunday. Middle part of next week, mid and upper 80s. The good news is no real fire risk and no high humidity.